Hi everybody, Joe from NDB Aviation, here today to talk to you about a product I have had for a long time. I've used it for, better part of a decade if not more. That's how long I've had this product. It's pulled me out of some tough situations. I've had two of them, and I bought the latest one just before my commercial multi-engine check ride, and it's lasted me ever since with only one repair. The product I'm talking about is the Sporty's SP400 Navcom handheld radio. This thing, while it might be large, it is in charge. It's made out of plastic, durable, the antenna is very durable, and it's easy to take with you. Even though, I know I said it before and I'll say it again, the SP400 is a large handheld radio, but it gets the job done. Now, all the features that we have with this, you have a removable battery pack. This one's empty because I'm charging my batteries. Double A's, or you can buy the rechargeable pack, or you can buy some really good rechargeable AA batteries. Choice is yours. They all work well. Now, I change my batteries out or recharge them at least once a month. That way I have a good charge to give this the best operational range possible. That aside, the one weak point that I've had so far with my SP400 has been the battery pack mechanism for holding it in place. This little hook has been a problem once before. So much so that I sent this back in for refurbishment, and to my surprise, or I shouldn't really say surprise, but nicely, Sporty's took care of it. They fixed it, sent it back to me, and that was so long ago, I don't remember if I paid for it or if it was under warranty. I'd have to look back at all my emails from, like 2013, 2014. That's how long ago I had that fixed and replaced. However, it's the same unit overall. Never had an issue with the battery pack since then. The contactors work fine, and great. The antenna, 3 to 5 mile range. 5 miles is the best I've gotten in the air. On the ground, 2.5 to 3. It's enough to talk to a student in the pattern, but being that the antenna is removable, if this breaks, falls apart, buy a new one, replace it. The other great thing is, if it's removable and your aircraft is equipped to plug into a handheld radio, if say your installed avionics fail, this will work. Before you do that though, check with the aircraft owner or the avionics mechanic, somebody, to make sure that you're not going to fry something in your system by plugging this in and powering it on. Some old aircraft and old designs and installations had a flaw in the system where if you plugged this into those antennas and you still had your avionics, your Navcom on, you powered the sucker on, it would fry all of your avionics. So ask the owner if you're a renter or in a club. If you don't know, ask the mechanic. He will find out, hopefully, for you. And if they don't know, don't do it. It's best rule of most things in aviation. Coming up to the top, easy to use buttons or knobs. You can hear it turning off and on for the click. You can feel it. Squelch buttons work, or knob works fine. Rubber covers, never lost one. They stay in place. They don't overturn. They don't slip. And then, being that it is large, you do get a large, full-size panel here for the screen. Screen is readable in almost every situation I've used it in, whether being dark, being full light. You do have a backlit light here for the lights here on the front for the keys and for the panel itself. Now, all these buttons on the side have never failed or stuck. Blast frequency, push to talk, or the light, never gotten stuck in place. For as old as this is, that's awesome. The buttons on the front, never had an issue with those. They work well, they're easy to use, easy to set up your memory functions, your other frequencies for comm or nav. And then using the nav feature on this, it's pretty easy. Again, I would say similar to the range of the comm, it's slightly better. But I honestly don't know how far of a range it will really pull in with, because I never truly tested it and wrote down how far away I was from a VOR while I was using it. So it's really hit and miss. I can't give you exacts for the range for the nav feature of this. Comm, in the air, 5 miles, maybe more depending on your battery charge. Usually though, 2.5 to 3, maybe while students in the pattern. Speaker works well. It's more than loud enough. You can hear it while you got the engine running, whether on the ground or in the air. However, if you're in the air, you might want to put it up closer to your head to hear it. It's loud enough, but you're really gonna have to tune in. It's kind of like using the speaker on the aircraft. The speaker's loud, but you have to focus to really understand what somebody's saying on the other end. So if you are in the market for a handheld radio, this is probably one of the best ones you can buy out there. If you are a family member, a friend, or a loved one of somebody that's about to become a pilot and you're looking for reviews on products, the Sporty's SP400 is one of the best you can buy. Consider this an investment in their safety, or if you're about to become a pilot, your own safety, depending on the aircraft you'll be flying. I've flown aircraft as old as 40 years old, and I've flown aircraft as young as, less than a year old too, maybe a couple months old. And all that being said, the one that I put in the desert one day was less than, I think, 5 years old. So aviation incidents and accidents happen many times. Hopefully, you're one of the many that never has an emergency, whether it's as small as avionics failure, a battery failure, something simple to something larger. A handheld radio can come in handy to save you or help you get to where you need to go when something like that happens. Consider this an investment of getting home or calling and talking to somebody when they're looking to find you and pull you out of a field in the desert. Really nice to have. So the Sporty's SP400, while it is not the cheapest handheld radio, it is not the most expensive. It is durable. I've had this for, if not more than 10 years, really close to it. It's worked for me, all except for the battery pack. With this little piece coming undone once before, Sporty's did fix that. And honestly, the battery pack with that falling apart, that little hook, that's my only gripe about this unit. So I am happy to suggest, if you need a new handheld Navcom radio for your kit bag or flight bag, you don't have to look much further than this. $330 is pretty high price tag, but for something that's lasted me almost 10 years, if not more, you can't go wrong. So, Joe from NDB Aviation. If you have some questions, ask below. Go to my website, there is a review there, ndbaviation.com, and reach out if you have questions, all right? There will be more products coming and a follow-up on my Bose A20 headset very, very soon, and an unboxing video of some new flight simulation hardware. So if you watched all the way to the end, you know that. If you didn't watch all the way to the end, you don't. But thanks for watching to the end. Hope you're staying safe, staying healthy out there, and see you again with a lot more videos real soon. Bye-bye.